great opportunity to harness the expertise that the private sector has, that humanitarians have, and if we try to do it independently, we're going to spend a lot of money and a lot of time, and we're not going to be as effective. But if we can find those shortcuts just by partnering together, this type of forum really facilitates those conversations and jumpstarts some great initiatives.
The WGET, the Humanitarian Information Forum, gives the private sector, the academia and the government that are not ETC member a chance to interact with us. We can ask them questions, we can ask them for solutions, and they can come and present what they are doing and advise us how we can do things in the field.
ITs in emergencies is changing mainly by the fact that the people who we are helping now have much greater access to technology and to communication than they did before. So we now have to figure out how to bring them in and allow their voice to be heard.
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised to see that there are some significant shifts in the way humanitarian organizations and UN agencies, in the way they think in dealing with private companies like ourselves, who are telecoms operators. There's a greater openness and a greater familiarity. I think that opens the door to possibly more fruitful and greater, more extensive cooperation. I certainly think so.
We're all interdependent. You can't talk about doing mobile phones for needs assessment without the mobile phone company and the IT company and the database company. So this isn't really voluntary anymore. The role of these groups in disaster response in a crisis is fundamental.
This UAV, you can call it a drone.
Technology is changing very rapidly. I think that we need to make sure that we continue to keep ourselves ahead of the game. That also means that we need to be constantly aware of what new technologies are available and how we can best use it. There's a lot of new ideas, knowledge sharing, and the networking. So it is a great forum, and I think that we need to continue building on it.
At events like this, you take in so much. It's an opportunity for you to open your minds. It's about bringing the partners together, picking the pieces, building on each other's strength. But I think one of the challenges is to keep those conversations dynamic when we're offline. It's about when we need to deploy those partnerships, they're still active.
We're very proud to be part of this event and to organize it with the partners. I think SES wanted to be and showed in the past that it is involved in the humanitarian community, so we thought organizing this event on our premises would bring people together. With almost 170 participants, this is one of the biggest events we're hosting here on site.
My vision is one where communities are enabled, where perhaps we as international responders may not have to be deploying out to the field to support those communities. But that's done through preparedness, and it's done through joint planning and empowering and building communities prior to events. So that's the vision I think we're all commonly working towards. We still have a long, long way to go to that, but we're getting there.